It's standard. I mean, I learned to drive from my woodshop teacher / high school football coach. You know, that's what you get, right?
I mean, yeah, it's not crazy difficult, but
no, it's not difficult.
It's habits.
It's habits. Old habits die hard.
All right, so radio check, thumbs up for radio check. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, resist the temptation to push any buttons in the car, or don't do it at all, please. About 15 seconds and we're rolling. All right, and starting to roll. And stopping to roll. So, for the most part, you guys look pretty spot on. We had a discussion or two. As we go out again, we'll be picking up the pace, and every time we go out and pick up the pace, that margin for error decreases, and I just like to really drill that in because those little mistakes become much harder to fix, i.e. you miss the apex by 3 feet, you just tighten your radius, and with that same speed that you might have had before, that doesn't work so well. You got to be pretty spot on. Having said that, the great Mario Andretti once said he's never done a perfect lap, so you can always fight for it, though. So looking ahead, and away we go. Again, treating your controls like a radio dial, or a rheostat, or a dimmer dial, not an on-off switch. Progressive brake, number 2, looking ahead. Before I get to the next one, start looking for the next one, so it's one nice smooth radius. And yeah, do you need a brake through here? No. Do you need to set weight on the front tire? Yes. Makes the car work better, more friction, more traction. Brake, 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 look ahead. Get nice and close to that apex towards the backside. Squeeze the throttle around the corner. Get it nice and straight before we start applying brakes, and then harder initial braking, and then melt off that brake pressure once you've slowed enough for the corner. All right, looking good. So nice progressive brake. Want to keep the car balanced. Don't want to stick it on here in here on its nose. And nice smooth steering. Your right foot's doing a lot of steering here. Left throttle, it turns down towards the green. More throttle, it goes away. Stretch the legs down the front straight here. Feel that 6,500 horsepower. And we're going to start braking by this start-finish line right here. Nice long progressive brake. Look for that green cone, and again, you're going over a blind rise with a white board for a reference. Once you see it, you're in pretty good shape. Looking ahead. So we're going to slow down and gather the troops just a little bit here. Which always gives you a good opportunity to hit your references with no excuse for not hitting them. We're basically not moving. And away we go. So also want to think about things like the magnetic ride control, which is phenomenal. And that's easy for me to say, but that's why Ferrari uses it, because you go through a bump, hard initial braking. You go through a bump, it'll absorb that bump or a pothole within milliseconds, keeping the tire on the ground. Hence, more traction, more grip. Phenomenal. Long, smooth braking, keeping the car balanced. Turn that head, look down that corner. You know there's a reference cone down there. Look for it, look for it. Breathing throttle gently will bring me down there. squeezing throttle will bring me back to the outside as we head to the pit lane. In your 2016 Cadillac CTS-V or the competitor.
Fuck.
Much better round, thank you. And again, like I said before, if you find that you lag a little bit in the corners, just make it up on the straightaway, no problem. Also, notice what the engineers are really proud of, and that's the algorithm in these cars. In automatic, it's always selecting a proper gear. It's pretty neat. All right, so moving up here. And we will keep the cars running like we did last time. Stop your PDR, put the car in park. Again, the BMW